Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Today, we are here in the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston, looking at William Turner's The Slave Ship.
Yes, otherwise known as Slavers Throwing Overboard the Dead and Dying, Typhoon Coming On.
Right.
Upon first glance, this is another stunning painting with marvelous, swirling colors and loose brushwork, which is characteristic of the Romantic time period.
It was made during the height of Romantic art in 1840. If you look closely at this piece, the events that were occurring at the time are being reflected.
Yes, beyond the mesmerizing sunset is a heinous, tragic scene that was not uncommon for slave ship owners to do.
Captains of slave ships would often be faced with 6 slaves, but if the slaves died on board, they would not receive insurance. So captains would unfortunately throw them overboard to collect money off a failed investment.
It is said that Turner was moved to create this painting after reading a book that discussed a specific instance of this event, titled The History of the Abolition of Slave Trade by Thomas Clarkson.
Turner was, in fact, inspired by the anti-slavery movement.
Let's look further into the swirling mass of colors and emotion.
If we look closely, we can see several things. Chains and body parts bobbing in the water, a sailboat struggling to stay afloat.
Yes, and it all creates this kind of frenzied panic where we can literally feel the chaos of the moment. The sea and the skyline tastefully merge together as the sea literally engulfs its occupants. The emphasis on nature and its power over humans is very typical of Romantic art, and this painting surely exemplifies it.
The use of dappling light was also typical, as light shines through the landscape, creating a translucent effect on the shimmering water. The ship being tossed about by the elements, the brooding storm, the whipping and devouring waves, alludes to the belief that the coming storm may even symbolize the downfall of slave society, which casted doubt upon Turner's belief that the free market society would be a radically better society.
The slave ship was first shown at the Royal Academy in London in 1840, at the same time as a meeting of the Anti-Slavery League.
Yes, it was. The piece's strong message and dramatic landscape create no doubt for why it is regarded as one of Turner's best pieces.
Of course, and it will continue to be important due to the history it carries for years.